Hello, bestie. It's Sue Coco, your divine oracle. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. All right, let's jump right in. I'm getting. Oh. Look at me getting ahead of myself. Let's call in the positive deities, the deities of the light, the angels, a little bit frazzled. So I feel like I'm walking into somebody's energy who's feeling a little bit hesitant in the time and space right now. There is a level of uncertainty, but there's also a level of fear of saying the wrong thing. So let me know if that resonates. This is going to be the reading for you right now. Yeah. So what I'm getting right now, we're getting the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is something that you're working on, like in secret. There is something that you're working on, and you could psychically or just like intuitively know you're building your wealth, your foundation. So this is for my people out there who are like manifesting like business success, your career, something to do with something you do that makes money. And it is something you are currently working and moving in the shadows. This is not something you should be sharing with people. And I feel very strongly this is going to be a money and financial reading because it's just like, I really feel this energy. And I really felt it before because I was playing. I got these like symbols that help me, like, you'll see in the reading. That noise they make really helped me connect with like the higher realm. It's like the higher vibration. It's almost as if I'm tapping into your future self, which is like rich, wealthy, whatever it is that looks famous, whatever it is, that finish line, they've already crossed it, and almost like they're cheering you on to you get there. So first things first is that they need you to know that what you're doing in secret, how crazy is this? Is exactly, and we're getting again the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck with the Magician. So in the like background, or like this is kind of like the build up to the reading, is this is something, this is a force of will kind of activity where it's like you could be manifesting wealth coming in. Whatever your dream is, you are manifesting. Just know this is a confirmation. You are manifesting it in powerfully. Right now, it's as if like the vision that I was getting, that I kind of got sidetracked from, was somebody standing on like a geyser, but they don't know it's a geyser, and then it explodes and you just are shot in the air, and it's just like this so unexpected. Like you thought it was a mountain, but it's like a wellspring, and it's going to be like sudden, unexpected, and just like catapulting you to new heights. That's really what I want to convey to everybody who's watching. Okay. And to confirm wealth, we're getting the Ace of Pentacles final cut and the Sun. Look at how center, like the Sun, it's that beautiful pentacle energy we're getting in here. And really, it's letting you know that things are going to be getting much better for you. You're on this path of building wealth, building success. And if you've been fearful or doubtful, cut that out. The light of truth is going to scatter these shadows. That's what I hear. So what I want you to do is a little exercise. Every time doubt or fear or like something that pulls you away from doing this really important work you're doing, let that be the confirmation you're on the right path. These demons only show up when you are on like the path to victory, to the path to glory, to the path that you were like meant to be on. All right. Now let's get into this reading. We're getting very, very powerful financial energy, and especially for you, there's a very powerful, because we got the Queen of Pentacles showing up again. So there's this energy of you being very receptive. Like Queen of Pentacles is all about being in your power and being able to receive and almost being spoiled and pampered, but it may not be the energy. I'm not getting like there's somebody coming in who wants to spoil and pamper you. It's literally like God, the universe, spirit, is wanting to let you know that it's like you're gonna like walk in, you know, like how celebrity treatment, like they walk into a store and then it's like, oh, like we love your whatever, we're just gonna give you all this stuff for free. It's like at the Oscars, they have these gift bags. I remember one year they got trips to Fiji in the gift bag, like crazy stuff, right? And it's like iPads and whatever, like the newest and the greatest things like are in the Oscars gift bag, and they're completely free for the attendees, which is like wild. But anyways, so right into it. You're building. You are building. You got the Knight of Pentacles. The Pentacle suit is the slowest moving suit, but once they get to where they're going, it is unmovable. It is the energy of a boulder, of a stone, and with this Knight of Pentacles, I just see this energy of like compound interest, of like, it's a slow build, but the finish line is something where it's like, you enjoy what you're doing so much, it doesn't feel like work. You enjoy whatever it is that you're working on, that it's not work, that you're able, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're like this little, and you're riding on a squirrel, you're enjoying the journey because it's just like so beautiful and uplifting that for you, you don't mind it. It's not even, you know, like, it's something where I heard turning pro. Like, you're going to be turning into a pro, into, like, there is an energy of like creativity here where you're going to be changing up the game in some way because you're not going to be getting an early start. And this is going to resonate with a very specific part of the collective. So this is a very big confirmation for you guys that, like, you at the beginning of this journey, and you could be on this journey for a long time. Like, at the point you're watching this video, you've been on this journey for a while, and it has been it felt like an uphill battle, right? I always, like, the image I'm seeing, it's like pushing a boulder up a hill, and once you finally get to the top, you let the boulder go, and then the boulder will, like, it's gone, right? Or like building a snowball, and you're building the snowball up a hill and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and when you finally get to the apex of the hill, you let the snowball go, and it just like it becomes gigantic and it's picking up momentum, and you don't got to do anything. You just got to stand there and you watch. That is the energy here. So it's very much so like, okay, it hasn't been an easy start, and it's gonna be like, there's a journey you got to go on. It's not instant wealth. It's not instant success. But let this be the confirmation for whoever's watching. You're on the right path. It's going to lead you to where you need to be, to align you with who you need to be, to achieve the success you've always wanted. That person you've dreamed of being, like, whatever that is for you. Let me just throw like a little example, like, you know, the jet setter on your, you know, flying first class. Like, who is that person? How do they operate? How do they move through the world? There's going to be lessons, and there's going to be like everything you've come across where it's like you've walked into rooms and you didn't feel welcome. You've walked into spaces and you're like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, like, why are you here? It'll be the transformation of you being in enough rooms like that, and then finally waking up one day and walking in the room, and it's like, I belong in every room I walk into, right? Like, there's going to be a shift that occurs, but it's letting you know that this journey you're on, it's going to be so worth it. It's just like, you got to just continue the path that you're on. Like, you are closer than you realize, and every time you kind of pull away or like fall into doubt, it kind of makes the journey longer, right? So this came about by you emptying some sort of dream or goal or even heartbreak. There's an energy here of you having to let go of something, or of you giving up on, say, like a previous dream or a previous reality. Like, I'm not going to go into, you know, like any form of like you having to walk away from something that was once important to you, but I'm feeling that there's a lot of growth that occurred and happened here. Yeah, this had to do with either something of like a great fear coming true, or like, you know, you had to overcome the fear of starting over. You had to overcome the fear of like, what's the worst thing that could happen, or even like, it may not be that it came to fruition, but it's very much so you were on a path and you realized if you kept walking down that path, it would lead to your ruin. There was something that wasn't aligned with you. And in a way, this path you're on now, you had to vanquish fear to get here. This is something you've always wanted to do. And there's a lot of like fear and like an uneasiness because it's not something you're ready to share with the world or even your family or like the people around you yet. It's still something like you're working on it and it's nurturing, but it's like the energy here, this could be something you've been working on for a long time, but don't allow that to constrict you because it could transform into something else. There's an energy here of renewal, but also of you not so much holding too tightly. There's a vision that you had to let go of to get to where you are now. But because you were able to like move forward, there's a hesitation now. You're like, okay, well, I left that path behind. Am I even on the right path? Can I trust my own judgment? Let this be the confirmation. Yes, you can trust your judgment, but you need to just be open and allow yourself to go on this journey, because this path you're not on is not linear. It's a little meandering, but trust, you're going to get there. So, one of the big catalysts for you, you had a decision to make. This is something that you had to struggle with in your heart and mind, and you've allowed your intuition to like lock in on it. You've allowed your intuition to guide you, because very much I'm getting the energy of pain. There was this energy here of like, you really, really resonated with not being in the life you wanted, of you not like, you know what I mean? Like you achieved something, or there was something where it was like close to the finish line energy, and then you saw what your life was going to look like in like 20 years. This is very specific, so this may resonate with very few people, but it's almost like the energy of like the bride, that the runaway bride, right? Like you're getting to the altar and you're like, I can't marry this person, and then you run away. Like there was something, it's not, maybe not that dramatic, or it could have felt that dramatic like in your heart, but it was like very much reshaping your life. And you're at a point right now where you're rebuilding, like the pieces are not there. They don't feel like they're all there, but you're navigating by the compass of your heart. I heard that. Like that is not something I say. Okay, so but you're navigating by the compass of your heart. That's divinely said. And I want you to continue to follow that. And I know that Spirit wants you to continue to follow that. And let that be your true North Star right now. So, yeah. The crisis that you had been in was one of you having to look within yourself and find out, who am I? What am I looking for? It's like you had to shine a light in the darkness. That's what I'm feeling. You had to find the beacon. Like what is, you've been searching, right? And it was a long night of the soul that you had to undergo to get you to where you are now. And I don't want you to feel discouraged, because I really am feeling it's like, okay, well, what do I have? I've come so far. You have the best of you. The fact that you were able to let go of something, of a life that was not, you knew did not resonate with you. A life you knew was not necessarily meant for you. That you were able to lock in and like really, really kind of like lock in, connect. It's like the pieces are shifting and falling into place with what is actually truly aligned for you. What feels good for you. What a life that you don't need to take a vacation from. That's what I'm hearing. This is going to be a type of existence where it's just like every single day you are literally like waking up, jumping out of bed. It's like you cannot wait to go to bed because you can't wait to wake up the next morning to start the next day, because you're just amazed that this is your life. Let that be your guiding North Star. Oh, judgment. Okay, so this is your resolution that you're getting. Resolution is you are hearing the higher call. You are hearing something that is, there is some sort of divine intervention here. This is something you know deep down, like you'll, not only for you, but for the world. There's something you have to share with the world. There's something you have to show the world. There is a new like day being brought upon us, and you're maybe ushering it in, or you're part of the collective that is like the harbinger of a new dawn. That's what I'm hearing. It's like you are part of the collective that is going to like be expanding. It's like there's this very expansive energy where you're going to be like ushering in a new way of thinking, a new way of operating. It's just like this revolution energy. But it is not one of like, it's one through your work, through your art, through what it is you share with the world. This is a very different revolution than what the world has seen in the past. This is a revolution like through art. This is a revolution through like a thought revolution. And it's very much needed in this like darkest timeline we exist in. And it's like you're needed to share your light with the world. That's what I'm hearing right now. And from that, you're going to be able to sit on your throne, rule over your kingdom. But this, you're on your way, on your journey, okay? So I really want this to be a big confirmation reading for you that like, okay, it's the night may seem dark. You don't know the path ahead of you, but there are things you're not supposed to know. There are things I'm not supposed to see when I'm doing these readings. There is, you know, things you're going to be overcoming and growing, and your growth and being guided by the compass of your heart, cheesy as it sounds, is what you need to really do right now. If it resonates and it feels correct for you, I want you to follow that. And I really need you to like lock in with that, right? So follow that energy, let it guide you, and let it move you to where you need to be moved. Let's thank the deities of the light, the angels, and until next time, bestie, I love you so, so much. Bye.